Hey everyone, how's it going? Blue Orc 2792 again, continuing my conquest of Cronus. Last time I took over only one province, but it was basically the last of the non-stronghold missions, which basically gave me industrial production, which basically starts me off with 1,000 additional requisition points. And as I promised, we are about to take on the Tau. And I'm a bit hesitant about the Tau because, well, you'll just have to view this to find out. Let's see, make sure I'm got all my buildings right away. My honor guard unit is back to full strength. Then let's go kick some Tau ass.
When the tide of war turned against the Tau, they faced attack in their stronghold in the city of Asharis, renamed Tashin by the aliens. The aliens were well entrenched, however, and ready to mount a vigorous defense. Shas Okais, the Tau military leader, made his headquarters in a mighty citadel in the city's center, forcing attackers to wend their way through the tight city streets, exposed to sniper fire and ambushes. Outlying bases in different quarters of the city supported his strategy, with Krut warriors and powerful armored units harassing attackers even further. The Tau's only strategic vulnerability was Unity Plaza, the city's main public space. A sophisticated communications tower there could potentially be used by an attacker to expose the stealth units positioned across the city. Okais knew, however, that his attacker's ultimate objective would be assassination, not conquest. Onel Shorez, a member of the mysterious ethereal caste, led the Tau forces from the citadel in Tashin. Were he to die, Tau forces would crumble. But as long as the ethereal lived, the Tau would defend Tashin against all comers.
And that's no bullshit, because part of the Tau races, like kind of specials, if you get the secondary commander, which is the ethereal, which if you can see right here, all your Tau units gets a damage buff, health buff, armor buff, and everything buff. But if he were to die, your units would suffer a massive debuff, which would basically leave you wide open for a counterattack. And basically you'd be screwed then, unless you can actually get another ethereal in before they destroy your base. And that's only one of the major things that basically makes the Tau very unique, and basically I'm gonna lose a lot of units just trying to get to their stronghold. I'm just gonna be recreating all types of units left and right. I just could go on and on, but I want you to hear this intro first.
Okais, are the troops ready?
Yes, Arnell. The Earth Cast is completing construction of the Montkar command post. Our armored units are ready to deliver the killing blow.
And our Krut allies?
Also ready, Arnell. The Kayun command post in the city's Krut quarter is prepared, and the Shapers have readied the finest of their warriors. Stealth teams are taking position across the city, ready to strike where the enemy is weak.
Yeah, sadly all those orcs are going to die. And because of all those frickin' guys. And those guys in the back with their huge ass rail cannons. Oh, and that's not all. That's not all.
Strike teams of fire warriors and Crute packs will defend the streets and meet the enemy head on.
Yeah, they're screwed at this point.
Excellent, Commander. Patch me through to the troops, please.
Soldiers of the Firecast, Crute and Vespid allies, today we stand as a bulwark against the selfish, the soulless, and the mad. Today, we must drive back our enemies from our city and from our world. Today, more than ever before, we fight for the greater good, and we will triumph!
Now I'm gonna be losing all these guys in the first 5 minutes.
Where's the fight? What are you waiting for? This
You
is
are an affront
forever.
to the greater good, Orc.
You're calling me names, Grayskin? Me boys are gonna have to teach you some manners.
Typical. Okais, eliminate this pest.
It now belongs to the Orcs.
What's it?
Jobs are good and boss. What are you waiting for? This is
Yep, here they come.
What do you want? Use a pretty firing, keep firing. Shoot! Time to get stuck in, boys. Oh, hey, boss.
Come on.
Moving out. What do you want? We better be going to a fight. Yeah. Where's the fight? Hold on to the feet. You're all gonna die! Really not knows that.
Command post.
Hold on to the
Report.
feet.
Montcar command post online, Chazo.
We
Crisis
get
suits
the
ready for
job
combat.
fast.
The
Oh,
command
hey,
post
boss.
is safe in the crew quarter.
Yeah.
We will defend it, Commander.
Excellent. Send strike teams at the enemy, but protect
Sod
your
off.
positions.
Orcs is made for fight.
Okay, basically what I need to do is to destroy these two command posts on this side and this side, because they're just gonna send in all kinds of units to bring me down. And I'm a bit worried about this stronghold assault, because the Tau is basically, how should I say, each and every one of their units is a specialist in what they do. But each unit is so different than the last. So it's a huge diversity that this mission plays to its advantage. Like this. Oh, let me give you a better explanation. Basically, for example, when you get into like when you research like the last of like the technologies for like the Tau, you are given two paths. The path of the Silent Hunter or the path of the Killing Blow. Now, if you pick the Silent Hunter, you are given special Crute units. Well, basically, to better explain the Crute, I would basically have to go explain the basics of a Tau army. But basically, the Tau is basically kind of like a if you hear this music, it's kind of Asian themed, but it also references to like the Roman Empire, and basically
Gretchen is ready.
Yeah. What are you
because it is basically the Tau Empire I'm fighting. And they have like a lot of auxiliary units of Crutes and Vespids mainly. But the basic Tau infantry are called Fire Warriors. And they are the most dangerous range units ever because they succeed in one thing where all others, even Space Marines, fail in. Their basic weapons, their basic guns that you see, their range is equal to that of the big shooters or the heavy bolters. And they do a sufficient, not sufficient, a very effective, now wait, should I say that? They do a lot of damage to all types of units. And because they're shooting at a far distance, farther than any other range units, that means you're going to take a pounding before you can even get within range of them. And for the other Tau units, there's two of them.
What do you want?
One's only very annoying when you really just don't have to do anything but charge them in. The other is very annoying for other players if the Tau player gets them right. And what I'm talking about is the unit called the Pathfinder. And they have basically... Hold on one second. Yeah, these guys. Yeah, they do a lot of damage to basically anything. I know it says infantry, but their long enough range basically makes them effective against anything. Okay, and the other unit is the Pathfinders. Now, the Pathfinder is their light infantry unit, where they don't really do a whole lot of damage, melee or range. They're very, very weak in that part. But they more than make up for it for their ability to basically mark an enemy unit. And when that enemy unit is marked by the Pathfinder team, all range damage that they take is increased. Which is very helpful for a Fire Warrior team because their melee damage sucks. I mean, oh my god, are they horrible. Like, they make Gretchen squad's melee damage look like knobs. Okay, that's probably... Okay, not exactly knobs. But still, Fire Warrior's melee is very, very bad.
What do you want?
But again, because the Pathfinder gives them that great debuff, not to mention a little bit of extra support, when played right, you can basically take down any unit before they basically reach your Fire Warriors. But then again, they probably won't even need to be that concerned because there's other basic units are the Crute Warriors. Those Crute Warriors are nasty. Yeah, the Crute Carnivore Squad.
Team leaders, engage the enemy.
What do you want?
Their melee damage are equal to the Slugger Boys. They can be reinforced all the way up to 11, which is a very good amount for non-orc players. And they are given the ability called Cannibalism, which has all the Crute units eat the dead bodies of their enemies in order to regain health.
Where's the fighting? If you say so.
And that's not even one of the, well actually it is, but the very most annoying ability of theirs is when you go research into their latest technologies. And you research an ability called Leap. Now what Leap does is basically has all the croup carnivores, instead of just doing like simple just moving and just attacking them, when they're at a close enough distance, say like the distance between Gorgas and this Mad Doc, the Croots will jump forward very high and just pounce on enemy infantry, knocking them back and allowing the Croup Carnivores to not only do the damage of the knockback, but also give them a few extra swings at them before combat even begins.
Yeah. What? Yeah. Up yours.
So yeah,
Up yours.
it's basically, when playing against the Tau, it's basically pick your poison, or you're gonna be receiving all of it.
We'll do it.
And
Hello? Who's there?
though those are pretty bad. They're not even the worst parts of it when fighting against Tau.
Make it nice and strong.
I could go on. You know what? In fact, I will go on and on, because the Tau are that pretty fucking annoying and pretty fucking awesome. I mean, holy crap, the Tau. They're kind of. I'm really liking the. I really like the Tau. They're like my. I mean, the Orcs are always going to be like my favorite in the Warhammer universe, but the Tau is a close second because they are basically in competition with the Orcs in the contest of the least grimdark race in the entire Warhammer universe.
Engage the enemy.
But I'll get into that after I explain more about many of the Tau race's units and abilities. What else I can... Okay, yeah, the path of... I believe it was Montka and the path of Kayuan, which is the path of the Silent Hunter and the Killing Blow. Now, what the Killing Blow does is allows you to upgrade
Storm boys is ready.
a lot of your like Tau range units, so they be way more deadlier in range combat, and allows you to purchase 2 extra units that you won't be able to get unless you purchase Path of the Killing Blow. And keep in mind, you can only purchase one of these paths, so make sure you pick the one you really, really want.
When the boss ain't around, you listen to me.
Now, but yeah, Path of Montka.
We'll get there.
What Montka... Oh yeah, I already explained that part. Basically, the 2 extra units you would get would be the Hammerhead Gunship. Yeah, Hammerhead Gunship, which is like the most powerful tank in all of Dark Crusade. It goes toe-to-toe with Predator Annihilators, and a good amount of the times comes out on top.
This better be good.
And the other one is the Crisis Suit Unit, which is basically
Better be good.
the closest thing to a mech that any infantry will ever
Green is best.
get to be.
Green is best.
Now what the Crisis Suit Unit has is basically immediately machine gun in one arm, which is good against basic infantry. The same type of machine gun that the Tau commander hero, the primary one, will have. And the second one will just basically be an anti-heavy infantry plasma blaster. I don't really know the exact name, but just basically that alone is very effective. And he has high health, high armor, does a great amount of damage thanks to those two weapons he has, each with one hand, or each in one arm. Or one for each arm, that's what I meant to say. You can also upgrade the crisis suit unit to have either a heavy flamer, which makes these burner boys, the burners, look like candlesticks in comparison. Or he gets a rocket launcher, which is very, very effective against vehicle units. Like, more effective than any other rocket launcher you will find.
What's it?
And the worst part of it is, he also gets a jetpack. Okay, well, not exactly a jetpack, but he gets a jump pack like these storm boys with the ability to jump to base. So basically, he can go anywhere he wants on the battlefield. And if you get a couple of them, you can basically take on anything that is thrown at you. Which is why I'm getting a huge amount of boys here. I'm keeping the honor guard in reserve because, or I'm keeping them to guard the base because I know for a fact that, well, I'm gonna head over here for it to take down the Silent Hunter group. I need some honor guard to hold back the Montka. And get these guys fully upgraded.
Yeah? We've been waiting.
I got just what you need! I got just what you need! It's gonna hurt a lot! You'll see! Oh, fresh meat!
We
I
gotta
can
shoot
make so
some
many
stuff up
improvements!
there.
And where's the other Mad? Oh, there's the other Mad Doc.
It's gonna hurt a lot, but you'll be better! You'll see!
Who's there?
Okay, anything else I should mention about Montka? I don't think there's anything else I can mention about the Montka part. So I'm gonna go with the Kaiwan, the Silent Hunter. Now, in the path of the Silent Hunter, all your melee units, such as your Crude Carnivores, and your Crude Shaper units, which are basically the equivalent of like the Imperial Guards, the little semi-commander units like the Commissars and the Priests and the Psychers. And yeah, that was it. But basically, there's mini heroes that can basically be attached to your Crude Carnivore squads to basically add even more deadly melee combat into the group. And he just inspires all the Crude Carnivores around him. So that's basically even worse.
Okay.
But yeah, I forgot to mention the Crude Shapers. Crude Shapers you can basically get when you research any of either the Kaiwan or Montka.
We're under attack!
But
Leaders, engage.
oh yeah, Skyray missile gunship. Those are also very annoying, and I'll get to them in a minute.
Where's the target? Storm Boys is ready for a fight, big boss. Use a pretty filthy one, mate. What's in it?
Just gotta make sure that none of my units actually die, because despite this thing carrying rocket launchers, this guy's good against infantry and heavy infantry. Don't ask me how the hell that works, because I have no... I'm still trying to figure that one out then. No, no, you... Tank busters take care of that. Gotta distract them. Okay, and these XV5 stealth team. These guys are the most annoying thing that the Tau have in their arsenal. And by annoying, I mean really annoying. They really have like stealth ability in them. And then basically they are so cheap, you can basically spam them if you want.
What's happening? What's going on?
Why you giving me orders? We get the job done fast.
And the worst part is,
You's a pretty mouthy one.
they can be upgraded with anti-vehicle weaponry, which will which you get like 3 or 4 of them in 3 or 4 of those groups in your army. You can basically like one-shot all your enemies' vehicle units, or at the very least do so much damage that they have to try to do as much damage as possible for them to before they get blown up, or force them to retreat. And again, with like the crisis suit units, these guys have jump packs, so they basically can go wherever they want, and because they're stealth, there's nothing really that stops them except for units that can detect invisible units.
No pain, no gain.
So depending on what race you play, it's either you have a good amount so you'll be able to counter the stealth suits, or you have very few, which means you're kind of screwed.
What is it?
Who needs to operate none?
We'll clobber the whole lot of them. Where's the fighting?
Get these shitter boys head
Here we
over
go.
there. Okay, where was I going with? Okay, yeah, Kaiwan. I'm still on Kaiwan. Okay, basically for the
Twig feast.
okay, with the Kaiwan you also get additional units such as why the hell are they guys not attacking? No. Let's get over here and start attacking this huge group right here. Okay, one of the units you get with the if you research the Kaiwan, Path of Kaiwan. Yes, we get it, Shalto Kais. Oh, butt fuck. I did not see that coming. But hey, I might as well introduce this to you guys right now. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you the Tau's greatest weapon to wield. The Greater Narlock. Oh great, I got 2 Greater Narlocks fighting. The only thing that stands a chance against him is Gorgus himself. And I'm oh crap, my killer can's down. Where the hell's my... Oh crap, wait, where's my other Mega Armor now? Yeah, no, you go over here. Okay, I was gonna try to mention... Oh crap, this is not going good at all. Okay, crap. My Stormboards are getting slaughtered. Oh shit, no, not my Mad Dog. Not my Mad Dog. Okay, my Mad Dog's still okay. Okay, but basically, the Greater Narlock is, as you can see, a cross between, parrot, porcupine, kinda... it's a giant dinosaur. Oh crap, no, get the Mad Dog out of there. But yeah, the Greater Narlock is basically a giant dinosaur with a very small tail. No. And as you can see, the Narlock is basically the best in melee combat.
You's a pretty mouthy one, ain't ya? Time for a war.
And I think I said this before that the Squiggoth is like the best, but the Narlock can go toe to toe with the Squiggoth and live to tell the tale.
If you say so.
No gain.
Sod off.